map with a lot of foliage, but also a very different spawn location for each team. We see in the bottom of your screens at the moment the very high ground, dense foliage spawn for our Alpha team, and then down in the low ground on the top side of the map for Bravo team, it's a heavily dense, heavily fortified, or heavily foliage, heavy forested area, but on the low ground with a lot of dips and a lot of tree stumps and a lot of ditches to hide in, with then that compound in the middle. How does that shape the class selection, and how does that shape the way the round begins from here?
Well, since this is one of the largest maps, I think we're going to see some really interesting drone play. I already see that one of the guys, Nomad, or who's that? Holt has picked up scout class, and that will help them determine the positions of the enemy early on in the game.
Yes, as we run down what our two team setups are, our community team are currently running a point man, an artillery, a sniper, and a tank. We'll go more into exactly what each of those things mean as the round and the game progresses. And our developer team are running a scout instead of an artillery, but otherwise a point man, a tank, and a sniper as well themselves. So similar lineup, but not quite exactly. What we just saw there was the first drone going up from our community team, the artillery drone, and immediately getting shot down by the developers. And now as the developer's scout drone goes up, we're also seeing that get shot at by our community team. So while these drones are very powerful and they can spot you, they can also be shot straight down. However, shooting them down obviously gives your position away. Yep. So you've got to decide whether you're just going to hide from them or straight shoot at them. As the first couple of engagements are going through, you can see explosions going off left, right, and center. The artillery drone is forcing some of these players, some of the developers, out of their initial cabin positions, out of their initial safe spots, and this is giving the community team a chance to reposition and maneuver while they know that their enemy are fleeing and hiding from these explosions. Blackbeard and Erotic right now working as a twosome, pushing up through the left-hand flank as it is from their spawn. That Sniper and point man combo, they've been using it in a very deadly fashion. Sniper is technically in one of the supportive roles, in the marksman group, but it's more utility based in most setups than the point man or the tank, which are there as the assaults, the killers. But the way the community guys have been using it, the way we've been seeing them play over this weekend, is using that point man to just cover the sniper and then having the sniper step up and land shots like that, picking off the first kill of the game as Midas will fall.
Yeah, and it's particularly important in this type of map, which is more open than the others. The sniper role will be more visible.
And as we saw them do it there, you can't revive your teammates as soon as they drop down. You've got to make sure you're clear and safe. Blackbeard gets the first kill into a big wide open area, and as soon as they try and go for revive, Holt immediately sniped down as well, as Blackbeard is still covering the same spot. There's also, as you can see on the downed icon, it's a purple icon for the teammate instead of a blue downed icon because he's got severe wounds. That means it's going to take longer to get the revive going through. Yeah. But as it is, the community team are pushing in to try and clean everyone else up. Erotic will fall, but we are left in a 4v1 situation as Robo Mohawk steps in to get the